This lightweight bout is brought to you by Hoy Excavating, building communities and providing construction services for over 20 years. Fighting out of the blue corner, Michael Banks. And fighting out of the red corner, Mike Murray.
Round number one. Our fight clock is presented by Hoy Excavating. Blue trunks for Michael Banks, black trunks for Mike Murray. Murray coming forward off the left hand to the inside, looking for the takedown. Almost a close guard, jump guard, guillotine attempt for Michael Banks. Couldn't find it. Now in the close guard. Banks fishing for a body triangle, back to close guard.
We've been seeing a lot of setups for the triangle today. I'm curious to see if we're going to see a triangle here. Michael Banks does have the long enough legs.
Banks relatively tall for a 55er, standing 6'2".
Both these guys are battle-tested amateurs. That's good to see. We've seen Murray here in the past in the FAC cage, and this is a guy that's traveled all across Iowa, in different parts of Iowa, different parts of Missouri, to find the toughest matchups, and he's really come into his own lately, and we saw that with that big takedown, avoids the guillotine, his head pops right out. Now applying good top pressure here.
Banks doing the same. You know, he's on bottom. He's active on bottom. Even though Murray has the dominant position, Banks is not just laying there accepting it. He's touching. He's opening his guard, trying to find a different position to get the sweep or get the opening.
You just saw a moment ago Banks going for body triangle from the bottom back to conventional closed guard, opening his guard, but very active.
It seemed like he had that thought, right? Let's close up body triangle, maybe try to hope for a stand-up, but in 3-round amateur fights, that's not something you want to hope for. You want to be looking to get up or be active off your back. Throw up sub attempts. Right now, Mike Murray's doing a good job of fighting these sub attempts, right? Not letting him get the posture he needs for the triangle.
You're seeing positional dominance right now from Mike Murray.
Steps right over to half guard.
And he's got the arm track.
You're not seeing many strikes, a few hammer fists, no sub attempts, but now that step indeed in the half guard for Mike Murray, now the left hand.
As we're watching these fights start to progress with the amateur ranks, so you're watching here, they're starting to get more positional sound. They're starting to get more calm and collective when they're in these positions before they start attacking.
What I see Banks doing here that I don't necessarily agree with or like is that he's hanging on the head. That's holding Murray on top of him versus looking to get up. And
Murray trying to take the back now.
It makes it easy for this to happen.
Looking rear naked choke. Referee Robert Hastings stepping in for a closer look. And there is the tight body triangle held by Mike Murray.
It looks under to the neck.
A lot of squeeze.
That looks tight. Oh. Good hand fighting by, but immediately sinks in again.
Switch of hands, trying to axe through now is Mike Murray and looking to finish. 25 seconds remaining, round
Good job
number 1.
of Banks of fighting the non-choking hand, right? It's actually what we call the choking hand because that's the one that locks up on the bicep and applies most pressure.
Good turn now from Michael Banks in the top position. Open guard for Mike Murray. Final seconds, round number 1. Sitting through, looking head and arm choke now is Michael Banks.
Oh, wow. Beautiful transition right there.
Final seconds, round number 1. The turn from Mike Murray, and that is the end of the opening round.
Seems to be a cut on Mike Murray's head. Not sure where that's coming from, if that's on the hairline.
I don't know. He did not look too good getting up right there, but Mike Murray did a good job to get this takedown, take it to the ground, and just stay on top and get positional advantage. But Banks did an amazing job defending the rear naked choke and then reversing the position, getting on top. What I thought was super impressive is as Michael Murray went for the guillotine, Banks trapped that arm, went on the outside, slid to side mount, and went right into the head and arm choke. I think he held on enough to where it tired out Murray or scared him because getting up did not look good for him.
Yeah, Julian, it was a very high-paced first round. I'm excited to see how they come out in the second.
Just heard this seconds out whistle, set for round number 2.
Good composure by Banks to not really panic when he had his back taken. Fought the hands real well, and this is why I love the sport, right? How the tables turned pretty quick. He ended up on top, almost sinking in submission himself.
Yeah, that's the best part about our sports. At any given moment, the tables can turn. And these guys are doing a phenomenal job right now. They're showing their battle-tested expertise.
Immediately a shot, takedown hit by Michael Banks to start round number 2. Nicely done on this switch from Mike Murray, now looking front choke.
Way not to settle by Mike Murray. Oh, that guillotine was tight.
Nasty.
Very tight on the guillotine.
He's tapping on the right side.
There's the tap.
Wow.
And there is the win in lightning strike fashion in round number 2 from Mike Murray.
That was fast, that was beautiful, right when Banks did exactly what he needed to do, change the pace, going for the takedown right off the bat. But when he went there, it got compromised, and Murray got that beautiful guillotine, and
when he slid in that choke, it was tight immediately. Mike Murray got taken out at the start of the round, but he didn't settle. He immediately scrambled, locked in this choke, and we see the tap.
You see the tap with the right hand. Again, that's on the far side for referee Robert Hastings. You see the position of Hastings. Now he sees the tap, but it was first recognized by Mike Murray. Almost surrealistically, Julian, looking over to Hastings, saying he's tapping, then recognized by referee Robert Hastings. Indeed, no dispute, no argument for Michael Banks. Clean tap, clean win for Mike Murray, now 8-4 in his MMA career.
Yeah, that was amazing by both the guys, but it was very difficult, like you said, you know, for Hastings to be able to see the tap because it was close to the cage. He was staying low to making sure that the choke wouldn't put Banks out. And again, an impressive, quick, fast submission by Michael Murray.
Again, a reminder, 2 more AMI bouts to come. And then in just over 1 hour, 20 minutes from now, our main card will begin. FAC 12, 9 bouts in total. You can see it live on UFC Fight Pass. Here's Jason Nivens.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, this bout has ended. 19 seconds of the second round. Your winner by tap out, guillotine choke, out of the red corner, Mike Murray!
We send it to Jeff in the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined here by Mike Murray. Wow, that first round, very high pace. You came out ready to put the pressure on him. Easy takedown at the start. Towards the end of the round, tables turned a little bit. What was going through your head?
I couldn't get the finish. Got a little frustrated. Obviously, should have done better at settling, things like that. Listen to my coaches, but we'll do better next fight.
That didn't matter because in the second round, he went for a takedown attempt. You scrambled up, locked in a nasty guillotine. It was tight immediately. What was running through your head when you locked at that guillotine? Did you know it was tight?
Yeah, I saw that neck, and I thought, man, this is going to do it right here. So, I mean, that's what we train for, right?
Mike, you have over 12 amateur fights. You're battle-tested. When are we seeing that jump to the pro ranks?
Whenever my coach tells me it's time. But until then, I'm just here every day training and trying to get better.
I think that time is soon. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Murray!